it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Ah, so I can offer a bride, whatever that's supposed to be that I can't pull off because it's red, or I think I can't pull it off. Oh, institution. No, never mind. It's a thingy. I could threaten him. Now let's use our charisma. It says 75%.
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sardet, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
Aha!
As you request, my lord. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo!
Coin guard reputation
The
+1.
quartermaster must be expecting us.
Don't you worry now. You'll get your merchandise.
Alright, so, let's see. Bridge lines, and from the coin guard, and is that it? There's another icon, like, right in front of me. Can't open that.
There are some days when you'd rather get drunk all day than have to suffer through this again.
Oh, there we go. Now it tells me how much. So this one gives me 4 gold coins. So the other ones are only giving me 1. Ouch. Stingy, stingy. Not gonna lie, some of this level design really just reminds me of that game, Empire. Zones controlled by other factions. The zone's under the control of another faction than yours. Certain places are forbidden for you. A custom torso of the faction will allow you to trick the guards. You can also try a stealth approach, but if a guard spots you, it will result into a violent response and damage your reputation for this faction. Oh. Weird. Weird. Okay. No way for me to... Is there like no way for me to control the zone or something like that? Like, you know, take care of the guards and, you know, conquer that zone? Craftsmanship allows you to upgrade your weapons and armor. Science allows you to create new potions and traps, and you need knowledge to be able to use the craft to obtain spend points and desired talents. Use certain each component will unlock new recipes. You also need ingredients, which yeah, of course, obviously. Do I have enough to actually upgrade this? Requirements: one-handed blade. Ah, there you go. So I can upgrade, so I can, what is this? Now that is weird. So I could change the guard and the pommel, but not the blade? Why? You think that's like one of the most important things on the sword? Either way, I don't have enough, so we will mess with that another time. Gold coins and ammo. Take everything. Come on, Kurt, out of the way. Oh, wait a minute. Saw a little icon over there, yep. Got another icon. Looks like it's right above me.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life.
Oh my god, you had to jinx that.
There are some children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock.
Oh, you already said that, oops.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so.
Can I just...
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers?
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. Might I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Teleme has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We of course refused entry. Only the Nords have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
Okay.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is seaborn. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Okay.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Teofredi?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land, and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming, that will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
Malachor. Sounds like Star Wars. Alright.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
What you gonna do with a drunken sailor? What you gonna do with a drunken sailor? Can I jump? Oh, put the sword away. Nope. No jump button.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
What will be your official title on Teofredi? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master.
All right.
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Now that we get done talking to him. Oh, that's annoying. To the family of the rich man who provoked us. We have him and we'll kill him if you don't pay us handsomely. Come with a full purse to the alley south of the old warehouse district. Now, if that doesn't scream like a trap, then I don't know what. The old warehouses. Oh man, I went here last time. Alright. Oh, I feel like that's the trap area, isn't it?
The hiding place of this smuggler is filthy. But perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
I'm going through the back door instead of the front. Smuggler's Journal. I have 2 new clients. They want to go to Al-Sad, and the Inquisitors are on their heels, which will not make my job any easier. I can get them onto the ship inconspicuously, but we will have to be cautious. And I hope that they will have patience and be discreet. I will hide them away in the warehouse behind the harbor office where the Inquisitors will never dare to enter. Oh. Ooh, sailor coat, sweet. Ah, is mine better? Yeah, mine's better. Oh, well, that bites.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's. The young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Why does everybody have a tattoo?
Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
I feel like the reason they put tattoos on all the characters is because of maybe some lack of detail on the character models. And they thought, oh, well, let's add a tattoo to add some detail, but honestly, they look like shit.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Sounds pretty bad.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet.
Jesus.
If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
He's only 24, like 24, and but he doesn't look like he's 24, he looks older.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Alright, so we talk to that person. Golden ammo up. This person's either dead or drunk.
Idea who I am. Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
Do you hear that?
Yes, that's Constantine's voice. It's coming from the upper floor. It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
I agree. Let's sneak around, screw pan them. Where's the map? There's the map. So, Free Constantine. So, I think if I go back in here, is that the sneaking path, or what's this? I honestly don't know. It would be nice if it had told me, like, what path is the sneaking one, what path is the, not sneaking one. Interrogate the smuggler about the heretics. Find the smuggler. Search for interrogate the smuggler about the heretics. It says I failed to interrogate him, but find the smuggler. Search the smuggler's belongings. Why did it say fail? Like, that's weird. Like, how did I fail that? Unless it's just an automatic thing that fails, because, I don't know, he's dead? Because it says here, search the smuggler's belongings, so I assume he's dead. But, like, don't tell me I failed, like, I hate that. So then it makes me believe there was a different way to do that. Or maybe there is, I don't know. No. No. So what quest is this? Why is that quest not showing up under my... Ah, never mind, it does show up. Yeah, quest. Okay, it does show up. Free Constantine. Is this the sneaking path, or is the other one the sneaking path? I don't know. Let's check out the other path. Enemy detection. When a player is in stealth mode, your enemy's detection looking above there as if your presence there, they don't go up and receive dangerous for trigger combat. Indicator has 2 stats. Suspicious and detected. Okay. Is there stealth kills on here?
With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. He's making a great deal of noise. To my help, and death to the others! Things are about to get dicey.
That was weird. Like, wasn't I hiding behind the crates and they just automatically, instantly, like, fully detected me? That's annoying. So much for sneaking. Is sneaking on here just absolutely broken? And not in the good way? Yeah, I guess on the bright side, I don't have to pay these guys. Oh my god, don't tell me the first entrance I found was the actual entrance to sneak in. Destroyed loads.
It's not possible just
so there are paths that you can only destroy. Ah, never mind, I couldn't... Alright, I couldn't have gone in because it was locked. Alright, I guess I would unless I had a certain perk, then okay, gotcha. Alright, interesting. Good to know. So weird that, you know, they just instantly detect me when I was hiding behind a box. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like that's a little weird. Also, why is there no health regen? Like, that drives me a little bit nuts.